Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 on Nyxus Gaming. We are here just in front of the Massachusetts State House that we cleared out last time. We were following the Freedom Trail, which is this little red line that extends through a lot of the Boston area. It starts here in the Boston Commons. We didn't make it very far last episode, sadly, because the Massachusetts State House did take a while. I hear oh yeah, there's the Brotherhood right there. Yeah, it starts right here. We made it like right over there somewhere, so we really didn't make it that far. But we're just going to review here. Each of these things has a little marker on it with a number pointing to a letter. So we got 7A right now. And then the next one on the line was right in front of the State House. And it reads 4L, so 7A 4L. We're going to try and keep track of that. Some of this gets really hard to follow because you see it goes into the rubble and you have to kind of guess where exactly it's going. But overall, it's fine and pretty easy to follow. You see it cuts off here before it makes you assume it's going across the street. Pretty good. Thought I just heard a... Maybe I didn't hear a human. Maybe I just heard these ghouls.
Now it gets fun.
Come on, Hancock. Get the last one. Nope, I got them all. You're terrible. Alright, and here we are at the old granary burying ground with our next one, which is 2A. So 7 and 2 are A. Very interesting. What is 4? That is L. Try and remember. Try and keep up. I don't think there's too much here. Yeah, there's nothing of note here at the old granary burying ground, loot-wise, so we can just move on from here and keep following the line as it goes. It should pass by like a super mutant. Yep, right there. I'm sorry, I'm lagging a bit. I always get lag around this area for some reason. I think it's because there's just a lot going on, but we can see the line kind of cuts over this way here. Are these guys coming towards us? I think they are. Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of them. That's 2. That's 3. Where are you at, guys? I know you're in here. Just waiting for me. Hey, there's a dead dog over here. Was that you guys? I'm kind of glad I killed you now. Okay, they must be upstairs. It doesn't show them up a floor, but... Oh no, now it shows them down a floor. They were definitely down there. Probably on the other side of the wall. Can I open this door? I can if I unlock it. That's kind of annoying. It's literally a glass door. It's broken. Oh, and they're still blocked by a wall. I'm not sure it's worth going after these guys. Come on, peek back around. You're the last one, buddy. Alright, Hancock, get up, dude. Yeah, I'm good on the rat-away. Don't need it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go loot their bodies. Let's just get back on this trail. I'm itching to find the railroad. I really wanted to find them last episode, but that State House took a while. Okay, so it looks like the line curves off this way. Through all of this rubble here. Takes a right turn over here. Oh, and we're going like right past Good Neighbor. Okay. Because we're a good neighbor. I think it's kind of hard to tell here because like this obviously goes straight into a curve here. But what I'm assuming is happening is we just don't see it curve this way. Because I think this is technically the sidewalk that it follows here, and then it curves this way. Here we got 6-0. Okay, so we know there's 2 A's, an O, and an L. 2 A's, an O, and an L. Very interesting. The line keeps going this way. I don't know what location this is that we are very close to discovering. Hi. I don't really want it. I just want to follow the trail, you know? Go along this alleyway here. There is one location that's still listed on my things that we'll discover as we're following this, and it's the Old Corner Bookstore. When we get there, which is here, we will actually clear this out. Are you a raider? You're a raider. This is also our next thing. 3 is I. So we're at 2 A's, an L, an O, and an I. Remember that as we go into the Old Corner Bookstore. Originally, the land belonged to Anne Hutchinson, apparently. There's like a whole plaque here. If you really want to read it, I'll leave it on the screen here. And I'll move on. You can pause and read that, right? You're capable. I believe in you. Again, I'm really itching to get to the railroad today.
Mind if we talk now?
Right now, dude? Already?
Yeah, it ain't anything bad. Just you taking care of Bobby. I ain't proud of having to put you through that. That sort of dictatorial shit ain't usually my style.
I don't know why I'm not speaking. My audio's glitched.
But it doesn't change the fact that she's out of the picture because of us. Hell, that sort of bull's the whole reason I became mayor in the first place. Some ass named Vic ran the town for I don't know how long before that. Guy was scum. Used us drifters like his own personal piggy bank. He had this goon squad he'd use to keep people in line. Every so often he'd let them off the leash, go blow off some steam on the populace at large. Folks with homes could lock their doors, but us drifters, we got it bad. There was one night, some drifter said something to them. They cracked him open like a can of cram on the pavement. And we all just stood there, did nothing.
Random XP gain? That means something died nearby, I would think. And again, no audio from my character.
You're right, but it was still spineless. I felt like less than nothing. Afterwards, I got so high, I blacked out completely. When I finally came to, I was on the floor of the old state house, right in front of the clothes of John Hancock. John Hancock, first American hoodlum and defender of the people. I might have still been high, but those clothes spoke to me, told me what I needed to do. I smashed the case, put him on, started a new life as Hancock. After that, I went clean for a bit, got organized, convinced Cleo to loan me some hardware, got a crew of drifters together and headed out into the ruins, started training. Next time Vic's boys went on their tear, we'd be ready for them. Oh yeah. So, the night of, we all got loaded, let Vic's boys get good and hammered, and burst from the windows and rooftops where we'd been hiding. They never even saw it coming. We didn't have to fire a shot. We didn't have to, but we sure fucking did. It was a massacre. Once we'd mopped up, we strolled right into Vic's quarters in the State House, wrapped a rope around his neck, and threw him off the balcony. And there I am, gun in hand, draped in Hancock's duds, looking at all the people of Goodneighbor assembled below. I had to say something. That first time I said them, they didn't even feel like my words. Of the people, for the people, was my inaugural address. Became Mayor Hancock of Goodneighbor that day. And from then on, I vowed I'd never stand by and watch. Ever again. Good. I just hope you get where I was coming from. I ain't out to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan. Well, you probably heard enough of me running my mouth for one day. Wanna get moving?
I like Hancock. He's kind of chaotic, but he's good overall, you know? Like he said, he doesn't want to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. I'm hoping that whole interaction without my character speaking was just that conversation, and it'll fix itself at some point. Like I said, I'm hoping. This is a actually kind of small bookstore here. There's got to be something behind the counter, right? Bobby pin box. I know. Help wanted. It's for hallucinogen. Hallucinogen? Yeah. There's a little bit of loot we gotta find here, is the thing. There's a Nuka Quantum. Oh, and a racetrack advertisement. Those are the last two things we gotta find. So yeah, it's not a very big area. And it doesn't have a whole lot to show for it. I don't even know where I would find the racetrack advertisement. I'm just gonna keep looking around. Quantum is probably up here somewhere, if I'd assume. They wouldn't put that right at the entrance, you know? There's a lot of light shining in from the windows, which is kind of annoying. I stream Ark Survival Evolved every Sunday night, and I'm already tired of the lens flare from that game. I don't see a Nuka-Cola Quantum anywhere here. Nor do I see the racetrack advertisement. Oh, there's the racetrack advertisement. Just Easy City Downs. We'll probably go there eventually. I really don't know what we do there, but you get a lot of advertisements about it, which I'm assuming is the game's way of pointing you there, and which I would assume means there's something there. I don't know what. Don't see this Quantum anywhere, though. I'll take one more look upstairs. If I don't find it up here, I'll look it up real quick. I mean, it's a bright blue bottle. How hard can it be to find, right? Apparently, very hard. Supposedly, it is in a bucket by the counter. Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see the glowing blue from it right there. Okay, that's all we wanted from here. Let's get back on the Freedom Trail, shall we? There's only one more location that I plan to knock out on our way to the railroad, and it's literally where the railroad is. Alright, so we came from that direction. We're following it this way. It's getting a little bit harder to follow, too. A lot more rubble around.
Who's there?
What the hell was that?
Someone heard me.
You hear that?
Hello?
Huh?
Oh, right. It does pass by this location,
Hey, I got something.
but we've actually already cleared it out.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going back in there, but there are definitely some enemies outside of it that we gotta deal with. Where's the missile launcher guy? There he is. Come on. Am I even hitting him? I don't think I am. That's kind of... You're a suicider! I heard no beeping there. What the hell? That was kind of bullshit. I turn around. Did I really just get snuck up on by a super mutant carrying a literal nuke? That is crazy. That's actually crazy, dude. Okay, well, let's try this again, shall we? So we gotta look out for the missile launcher guy and the mini nuke guy.
Gotcha.
I don't know where the mini nuke guy is coming from. I'm gonna stand here kind of out in the open is a bad idea. Because of that, I think we gotta, like, go down towards him. I don't see the suicider. Why are you just standing there, dude? Were you the suicider? Did Hancock kill you? No?
Do the living, God the spoil.
Should I be worried there's just no suicider out here now? Why is this guy like the stealthiest super mutant? He literally just showed up behind me. I'm actually kind of terrified right now. Okay, you can see it goes right up to here, to Faneuil Hall here. And 5 is R. I've kind of lost track of all those at this point. There was, what, 2 O's, an L, an A, an R, I think. Wait, 2 R's? I don't know. Let's just keep following the trail. If anything, I'll look it up when we get that far, when we actually need it. I want to say I remember what the code actually is, and it's the letters aren't correlating at all. I want to say it's literally freedom or it's liberty or something along those lines.
A noise? What? Who's there?
Did the suicider come from over here?
Get some, motherfucker!
Oh, they're dealing with float flies.
What was that?
Let's deal with these
I
guys
hear something.
since we're here. There he is. I mean, we took out the suicider. He took out all of his friends. Dude, how did he get all the way over next to me? There's no way. How am I not hitting you, my guy? Peek out.
Oh, I'm feral now.
Got you in the shoulder. That works. Probably shouldn't have unlocked this door here because now they're coming through here after us. Let's just ignore them. Okay, it goes this way. Is this like the back door to the Faneuil Hall? I didn't even know there was a back door. Okay. Okay, so it goes... What did I just hear? I don't know what I just heard. It looks like it cuts across the street here. There's a station here. I don't know what station this is. Wait, okay, I just went into an interior, apparently. I didn't mean to. I was going down to check the door. Where am I? It would be in my local map if it told me. It's just a subway station. This wasn't on the list, so it's not a marked location. I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright. Does it... Yeah, just subway station. Okay. Not really important at all. Let's just continue following the Freedom Trail. Looks like we're kind of getting to the outskirts of the city, too, which is nice. Less of a dense area. Filled with enemies. I say that, and this looks like more super mutants. Dude, why are they coming straight for me? Are you, like... Okay, I thought he was behind a window or something, because I didn't think that first one hit him. Let's just keep it going. Keep it going. We're going back in. Oh, I think this is the final location here. Yeah, the old North Church. And 1 is R. One is R. So there's two R's, two O's, a L, and I don't know what else. But this is the old North Church. It was built in 1723, apparently. One if by land, two if by sea. I'm not a history major, so I don't know how relevant all this is or if it's even true. I'm pretty sure it's true. I know Paul Revere was involved in Concord, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna stop before I get something terribly wrong and get made fun of for it. Let's head into the church. Also, fair warning, there are gonna be a metric crap ton of ghouls in this church to deal with. I'm pretty sure you're alive, no? Pretty sure you're alive. You alive? Are you? No, you're not.
Jackpot.
What about you? I'm just giving them all a little tap just in case. I got the ammo for it, so why not? You know, before they all actually run up on me. Which they will do eventually. Oh, you're definitely alive. I know you are. Yeah, you're just in too good of a position to actually be dead. Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh, what about you? You're dead? I didn't see you over here. They're hidden in like all the pews. That's what these are called, right? Pews? No, these aren't pews. Pews are where people sit. I don't know what these are. Okay. I hear someone somewhere. You know what? Screw it. Let's stop the crouching and get on with it. Tired of wasting time. Oh, we're going into the steeple, apparently. Anything good in the steeple? There's a cap stash. And if we go to the top, there ought to be something good at the top, right? Sniper rifle and just spot to look out over everything else. Not really anything good up here for me, so let's head back in. We need to work our way into like the basement of the church. So obviously not in here. Is there... Oh, we can go up. And collect all this stuff. There was also this clearly made ramp there. Hey, buddy. Do you not know how to get up to me? Come back this way. I don't even know where he came from. Because that other enemy is still showing down there. Ah, there's a little hole, little room here that goes down. Perfect. Okay, do we? No, we don't have our Pip-Boy light on. This is just naturally a green area. Which is very nice, right? Okay. There was an enemy showing somewhere down here. Yep. Glad we took care of that. Peter S. Medard. and George Clark's tomb, 1808. All right. Take some rat away, I guess. Might as well use it. Let's just keep it going in the catacombs. Everyone's favorite area to explore, and we're already here. Okay. This is where we need the code. Oh, okay, so I thought it was forming a word. I guess it wasn't. Okay,
Sorry, that's not right.
yeah, I really just wasn't paying attention
It spins.
to any of that, so... Can I spin it clockwise? How do I, like, switch it from clockwise to counterclockwise? Counterclockwise. Okay, so it's left and right. I wasn't paying attention to what those numbers were, like where they were in sequence. Smart man would have been writing them down, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't tell you anywhere what they actually were. So instead of doing the boring thing and walking all the way back through that, I'm totally not wasting time and just spitting random words out while I look up what this would be. I would never do that. I would just know, right? I would definitely know. Oh, it's the stupidest thing ever. It's the stupidest code ever. We need to go clockwise. R.
So it starts with R?
A. I. L. R. O. A. And D. Who would have thought the password to get in and meet the railroad? It's railroad. I don't know why I was thinking freedom or liberty. Probably because it's literally the Freedom Trail. But I was definitely wrong on my part.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm still
In a
not...
world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the sins...
Here, okay, we're back. I didn't want to... Going through a conversation with Hancock is one thing when my character's not speaking his lines. He's just a companion that overall we can ignore, but the railroad is kind of crucial to the storyline, so we need to hear his lines. So I've restarted the game, and I've went up to the point where my character talks once, and he is talking now, so hopefully it'll work this time.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I mean, I just kind of heard about it from a Diamond City guard, right?
I helped Carl out of a jam. He knows a guy who knows a guy, and they hooked me up with a lead.
We'll look into that. I'm Desdemona, and I'm...
No reason
leader
to
of the
lie there.
railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow. Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal out there.
So Deacon here, he'll, like, randomly tell Desdemona about stuff you've done in the Commonwealth, depending on if you've done it or not, and it's random, so I'm kind of curious what he's gonna say here.
Do we know each other?
I didn't need to meet you to hear about you. You have made waves. Nick Valentine was in a jam, but word is you bailed him out. Rubbed out Skinny Malone in the process, too. And, as if that wasn't enough, Dez, seriously, you haven't heard of him? He's the leader of the Minutemen. It seems like the whole Commonwealth is flying his flag.
So you're vouching for him?
Yes, trust me. He's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. I'm looking for help to find him.
Someone stole your boy? That's terrible. Do you know who did it? For your sake, I hope the Institute isn't involved.
Kellogg kidnapped him.
Well, you got your revenge. But that doesn't bring your son back. I'll have Deacon look into this. If anyone can find a lead on your boy, he can. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors. What are they, really?
The Institute created them. Synthetic humans. They're mostly organic, part machine. Somewhere along the line, they became more than just constructs. They think, they feel, and they act just like you and me. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Oh no, we failed helping Ten Pines Bluff.
Once, I pledged
oh
my life
no.
to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. We'll do what we can to look into your missing boy.
Getting the brownie points from
What the Institute
Hancock.
has done to your family and others is what drives us. Normally, you're exactly the type of person we try and recruit. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Alright, so we have found the railroad, and we gotta speak to Deacon for details. I get the feeling...
Little something to liven up the
Oh, he
day.
just gave me Mentats. Or I had a feeling he had something else to talk about already, since we got the first one so fast.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Do you really have to be so cagey?
I don't invite you into my house to berate you, now do I?
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate our enemy's capabilities, it's game over. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto! Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Alright, so it's worth noting when you first get here, you still can't really go into the railroad base. Yeah, it's closed off here. You do have to do
Come
this
here
quest
again if
for
you need to
Beacon,
meet us.
or Beacon,
We'll make
Deacon here. And then you can go into the main railroad base. There's a lot of loot listed with the Old North Church, but it's actually in the railroad base, so I'm not worried about getting the loot here right now. Why is he still marked, though?
Got a few things to take care of. I'll see you at Lexington.
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and leave, and hopefully our quest marker updates and shows us where we actually have to go. Also, don't worry about running through here. I'm pretty sure when we get access to the actual base, we'll have a shortcut into it. I'm pretty sure. Because it would be a drag if all these ghouls respawned and we'd have to fight them every time. I also said there were a lot of ghouls in there, but there were hardly any. I remember there being a lot more. I think we'll have just enough time this episode to meet Deacon out at the highway. And then I kind of want to save the rest of that quest for next time. Because that's going to be like heavy railroad lore involving. And it's also, it's the only main quest we'll have for the railroad for a while. The railroad, you get to the railroad, that's an entire quest. Then you do this quest with Deacon. And then they just don't really have any main quests for you until you get to Act 3 of the game, after you discover the Institute. They have a ton of side quests and Radiant quests, though, and that's going to be our main focus for probably, like, the next 8 to 10 episodes. We're going to be with the railroad for a while. There's a lot of the Radiant quests that you have to do multiple times to get the reward for them, and, yeah, it's just going to be a pain. I think it'd probably be best to go from Drumlin Diner here. Alright, should be to the south. I don't think her cap's refreshed, but might as well check,
I
right?
can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
I sold to her,
Let's
like,
see what
right
you've got.
before the last
bit of
episode, so... Oh no, her cap's refreshed. Cool. That'll give me a chance to offload some of this stuff I've picked up, like these bottle cap mines. Gonna keep the cryolator. All of this stuff, though, just get rid of it. We don't need it or want it. Don't know why we have a pipe pistol. And we really need to get rid of this Raider power armor. We need to store that back at Sanctuary because that's going to weigh us down a lot. Maybe we'll go ahead and do that before we meet up with Deacon. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's see. Sell that. You can take 8 more caps. Get rid of that, and that, and that, and that. And for 4 more, I'll give you like 4 more 38 rounds. We're almost out of 38 rounds. Look at us go. Yeah, since we do have a little bit of extra time this episode, I'm just going to run back to Sanctuary real quick and store away this power armor. Then by the time we get to the highway and actually talk to Deacon, it should be time to wind down. Okay, we keep all that stuff in here. Go ahead and put the cryolator up while we're at it. And there we go. We're back down to 93 pounds. And you know what? I guess while we're here, too, let's just go ahead and store all junk. Get rid of 2 whole pounds. Wow, that's going to help. Okay, now we'll go south to meet up with Deacon. Gotta try, right? I gotta try when I pass one. Because you never know. It's gonna be the best moment ever when I actually get one. If I ever get one. I mentioned last episode when I tried that it's like an extremely low chance to actually get those. Like 0.01% or something. What enemies are here? Ghouls or bugs? Gotta be one of the two, right? Or mole rats. Could be mole rats. It's ghouls. Stop moving.
That it? Had to be ferals. Any more? Let me know what I can carry.
I've never seen a companion so willing to carry stuff. I mean, he more or less just wants the loot, but still. I ought to just load him down with 1,000 pounds now because he said that. Alright. Deacon, is he up? I think he's up on the highway. So we gotta find one of those newfangled elevators, unless we can walk up the... Oh, he's right here. Never mind. Hey, buddy.
Deacon? Is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
You can change your face?
I put myself under the knife every year or two. New face, new body, you know, the full makeover. It keeps our enemies guessing.
I almost didn't recognize you.
That's the point. So, about the job. The railroad's only recently been using the Old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe. We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
Your base was under a donut shop?
It's a lot better than it sounds. Well, it was, until it was blown to hell.
What happened?
Our HQ was strong, defensible. Heck, we thought it was secure. Inside a minute, the Institute troopers breached the doors and turned it into a shooting gallery. The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
What exactly are we looking for?
I'll tell you when we get inside. I know that's a bum deal, but strategic ignorance has saved our organization more times than I can count. We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base, so let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So
All
I'm
right.
looking for rail signs, symbols we use to send messages.
Oh, this is what I remember. We do go
Like
up
that,
onto the
we got
highway.
Signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. All right, maybe the handshake never got on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going.
So one thing with Deacon is he talks a lot, and he's actually a very mysterious character. He talked about changing his face and body every year or two, and a lot of the times when you have him as your active companion, he will just randomly change outfits and disguise himself. And oddly enough, he's kind of been spying on us the whole
Got another
game.
rail sign. Right there.
Okay, I see it. Okay, we're going. Oh yeah, he kind of spies on you through the whole game. There's a railroad sign with a little chair set up and everything right next to Vault 111.
Hello.
And
Guess this was their ammo cache.
if you remember, whenever I was in the memory den, I kept pointing out one guy that was in one of the memory pods who was wearing sunglasses and had a bald head. He was there with us in
And
the
another.
memory den.
We're probably close.
Another one I didn't point out was when you first enter Diamond City, I think, he is disguised as a guard nearby, and you can try and interact with him, but he just tells you to go away or something. I can't remember exactly. Hancock, pay attention, buddy. And I'm sure there are other locations that you can actually find him actively spying on you at, but those are the main two I remember. And yeah, like I said, he's just mysterious, he's everywhere, and he's a very interesting character because of it. you never get for sure
See the
details
plus in the
on his
center? That
backstory.
means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, mine is in the shop. Trust me.
Well, this sounds like a great moment to hold off on the rest of this for next episode. That way I can come back later and completely forget to say mine is in the shop and see how it goes. But we're going to go ahead and end it off here. Next time, we'll talk to this tourist here, and then we'll get going to wherever Deacon is taking us, which is like right around here. It's the base he was talking about under the Slocum Joes. We're going to do that next time for his quest and hopefully get back into the actual railroad base. And we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.